Since Austin, deep in the heart of fossil-fueled Texas, is the only place I've ever called home, I don't believe I've ever been in a home without a gas stove. But I certainly don't need any protection through this contrived bill, and neither does any other American. I don't need to save my stove because there's no federal bureaucrat out there about to turn off the burners and mandate cold meals forever. You know, after meddling in our bedrooms and in our bathrooms as if that weren't enough, now Republicans are turning their attention to our kitchens. Republicans propose in these bills to stop regulations that no agency has ever proposed. It follows the Republican playbook. The easiest problems to fix are those that don't exist in the first place, and they're very good at that. Pursuing this manufactured problem places this bill in the race for the silliest Republican bill of the year. But with culture warriors developing this kind of stuff all the time, that is an honor that is very competitive to get. Nonsense like these bills represent just another way of avoiding dealing with the genuine problems that our families and our country confront. There is a growing body of science that indicates that burning natural gas increases the chances of childhood asthma, can worsen pre-existing heart and lung issues, and using gas in the home, of course, like using it anywhere else, can involve methane leaks that are important as we deal with the climate crisis. This bill prohibits any consideration of science in the future, no matter what it shows or what improvements might be recommended for health and safety of those who are cooking on a stove or their families. Unfortunately, rejection of science is to be expected from a crowd of climate deniers who regularly prefer political mythology and ideology over reality. What we should be all concerned about is not how we're cooking on our stoves, but how our planet is cooking. It's overheating to a dangerous level. This bill is yet another indication of Republicans' rejection of science. Our families are already encountering the human health effects of climate change, tropical diseases we've never seen before, heat exhaustion, death and destruction from one disaster after another. And when Democrats pursue solutions to these problems, House Republicans are quick to point, look over there at this imagined Fox Network fantasy that can upset you, while meanwhile they seem to have never met a polluter they didn't like or to whom they were unwilling to grant special privileges. More and more families are in fact going electric with their cars, their water heaters, their solar panels, and more. And at some point, I expect my family also will make the change with our stove. Not because we're being forced by a bureaucrat, but because science shows that it may be healthier for our grandchildren and for our planet. Indeed, in January, the American Public Health Association called on federal agencies to do more to educate the public about these dangers. And more research is exactly what we need, including from the Consumer Product Safety Commission and the Department of Energy, so we can base what we do here on facts, not on fantasy. I yield back.